Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for joining the live stream. Happy New Year to everyone. As always, we're going to wait a couple minutes to give everyone the opportunity to join. So feel free to lean back, have a listen at this beautiful music, and we'll be starting soon. Hello to every new joiner. As always, we're going to wait a couple minutes to give everyone the opportunity to join, and we will be live soon.
Welcome, everyone. Also, from my side, I wish everyone a very, very good new year 2025. And also to everyone that celebrated Christmas, I hope you had a great time during Christmas and during your holidays. So, we are starting 2025 off with this month's community update for January 2025. And as always, for everyone that's new and listening to us for the first time, we will start in with an update on ONINO and what ONINO is essentially.
All right, Lucas, thank you very much. So, I mean, you've heard it a lot of times already, but we try to summarize it for the new joiners every month. ONINO is an ecosystem consisting of many different applications, and our main goal is to bring tokenization and with this blockchain technology forward. How we do this is that as a base layer, we have the ONINO blockchain, and the ONINO blockchain enables anyone to create blockchains they would like, so private or public blockchains. But people can also build on the main ONINO blockchain. This is how the ONINO blockchain works. Building on the ONINO blockchain is made easy through the ONINO developer platform, which through the help of AI, templates, easy development, and APIs enables any developer to develop onto the blockchain. And as I said, our main goal is tokenization, and the ONINO tokenized financing platform enables just that on the ONINO blockchain. This platform enables anyone to tokenize any kind of asset that they like, and companies to thus raise funds or liquidate assets and offer them to the broad public through an easy-to-use platform. And all these together form the ONINO ecosystem. And the goal with the ONINO ecosystem, as I said, is to bring tokenization forward and to drive this technology that is getting more and more exposure every day. And we are at the forefront of building for and with tokenization.
Awesome. Thank you, Alex. And with that, we go straight into the agenda for today. As you can see, we've got 6 main agenda points, starting with an update on tokenization and the platform, the blockchain update. We will be covering the events that are already planned for the next few months. We will be going over a recent announcement we had with our new advisor, a few updates on marketing, and then your beloved question time at the end. And without further ado, let's start into the update on the tokenization platform, and I will let Kai take over for this.
Thank you very much, Lucas. So, first of all, also from my side, a warm welcome and Happy New Year to everybody. We hope you had great holidays, and we also hope that you're as excited as we are for 2025 and what is to come in this year. And yeah, as always, we also want to give you a monthly update on what has happened behind the scenes of our tokenization platform. So, first of all, we're going to start with a quick recap of the last community update for everybody who missed it. So, in case you missed it, we have recently closed a, as I think, quite amazing partnership with a company called Cashlink, which is a crypto security registry provider that is fully licensed and regulated by the German financial authority BaFin. And the partnership with Cashlink and the integration with them allows us and our users basically to easily emit BaFin, so fully licensed and fully compliant registered tokenized securities. And yeah, by just joining the forces, so to say, and combining Cashlink's security security registry as a service with our modular tokenization platform, we establish a new amazing technical standard process that allows to tokenize any kind of asset, on the one hand secure and fully regulatory compliant, and on the other hand still easy to use for everyone. And with that, we just want to break down the barriers and make tokenization accessible and easy to everyone. Yeah, we've been working hard on this integration as it's a promising new partnership for us. And now in December, we're happy to announce that the integration of the Cashlink API suite has been fully completed, and that our API gateway, how we call it, has been finalized. If you would like to have more technical information and a bit technical deep dive into that, just feel free to look at our ONINO blog and see the last product update post for more technical details on this. And what is now currently in the last touches is that we are reviewing our build integration together with Cashlink just to ensure that everything is working 100% correct, smooth, and also to ensure 100% compliance with their BaFin registered security standards and best practices. So yeah, and I think with that we can move on to the next slide. What has also happened in December? We have also conducted and finalized the tokenization platform development team's planning for the upcoming first quarter of 2025. We have defined our roadmap, we have set out different milestones that we want to achieve in this quarter, and we have filled our entire backlog with all the epics and tasks and everything that is required for us to fulfill our quarterly goals. So yeah, planning also has played an important role because yeah, as most of you know, planning is maybe the most crucial part in software development. Yeah, then with that, we can jump to the outlook. So you may be wondering what's up next now. What is the next steps, what we are currently working on in January? So first of all, on the one hand, the front-end integration of this said Cashlink API gateway. With that, as always, you want to focus on maximum user-friendliness just in order to make the emission and the purchase of tokenized securities for issuers as well as users and or investors as simple and as barrier-free as possible to everyone. And yeah, on the other hand, what we also will be working on in January is, so as you know, currently, basically the tokenization platform is hosted as a white label SaaS solution for our clients, basically. In the long run, we're also planning basically to host one central ONINO platform where basically everybody, different organizations can launch their tokenization projects in a single application, in a single place, so to say, and to set the technical basis, the technical foundation for that. We're introducing an organizations-based access control system. So just in simple terms, you can kind of imagine like that. We're introducing a notion of organizations to our platform that are basically grouping the different tokenization platforms. And this is also on the agenda for January to start the year right. And if you have any more questions, if you have any ideas, if you would like some more insights on our tokenization platform and the work of the development team, as always, feel free to reach out to us. Yeah, if not, stay tuned for the next product update post that is coming in the middle of January. Thank you very much. And with that, I would like to pass the ball back to Lucas for the blockchain update.
Awesome. Thank you, Kai. I'm already looking forward to the go live of a few platforms in the next months using our newly created technology and integrations with Cashlink. And regarding a go live, we would also need to talk about the blockchain, because a big part of that, what is happening with ONINO, is the launch of our mainnet. So let's get straight into the blockchain update. Today we want to just give you an insight on what we are doing besides not only the core technology with it, which is our protocol, but also the supporting technologies to make it the most successful launch we can have. So this includes, on the one hand, you can see here the update of our Explorer, so that does not only reflect the testnet, but also allows seamless switching between testnet and mainnet data, and basically tracking everything that you need to track and are known from existing Explorers. Then I want to cover this later a little bit more in detail, but also we are working on the release of the ONINO web wallet, also working on the final stages for the migration, especially making it as simple as possible for everyone of you to migrate to the ONINO main chain. And then also we need to update our developer platform to be also integrated directly with the ONINO mainnet and the ONINO testnet. Before we get into the web wallet, I first want to cover a thing that we've got a few questions in the Telegram chat, and we definitely want to share the information with you, and that is the information regarding validators. So first, to go into validators, we have to cover the basics. A validator is someone that helps to secure the network by putting up his tokens at stake and then performing validation duties to perform consensus in our network. There are different types of nodes. In theory, there are 4 nodes, but for simplicity, we've just put 3 nodes on the slide. These are, on the one hand, the standard validator node that is basically confirming blocks and performing the consensus. Then there are RPC/API nodes. These are public nodes with a full history that facilitate the access to our own chain. This is something like if you use MetaMask, for example, you have to input RPC endpoints, and these are directly connected to the RPC node. And then the last ones are archive and read nodes. These are basically nodes that can store the blockchain. What is most interesting to you as a community and to everyone that wants to support the ONINO blockchain are the validator nodes. And for the validator nodes, you can basically, the main requirements we have online yet, with more information to be released. You can see all of this on our documentation page, which is www.docs.onino.io. There you can also see on the one hand how much stake is required for performing validation, and also the requirements from a technical perspective in terms of what your server or basically your operating machine needs in terms of specs. Then a few general information regarding validator staking. With the release of the ONINO main chain, we will not open up the node client to everyone. It will be, of course, visible on GitHub, but not everyone will be able to start as a validator, as we still need in the bootstrapping phase, especially the flexibility and the easy access to communication with all validators in terms if we need to push an update or change some things because the network does not behave as we anticipated. This needs to be in a selected view, and then we will gradually expand that circle. One thing that will be possible is delegation. You all know it, that you can basically, if there's a validator pool, and you can then delegate your tokens to participate in staking and then also help securing the network. And as mentioned already, the minimum stake for a validator is 35,000 ONI tokens. And on the right hand, you can see this goes hand in hand with our web wallet. I'm going into next. Is what we're working on is kind of good and intuitive front end where you can participate in validation as simple as possible. Speaking of the web wallet, this is also a big thing we're working on. It mainly is for us, this is meant as a gateway for the ONINO mainnet users to connect to our network, to use our network, and then also use all the different features that are available. It is meant to basically gather and connect all wallets that are compatible in one single place to make everything as simple and easy and convenient as possible. You can see all balances and track every usage statistics through that web wallet. You can simply send, receive, and swap tokens. when available, and you can also participate in the staking mechanisms directly to the web wallet. We plan to further enhance the functionality of the web wallet, but initially it will have these main core functionalities and will function as your first point of contact with the ONINO mainnet in the future. So these been the major things we're working on. You see, it's not only working at the core protocol level, but there are so many supporting applications when it comes to releasing a mainnet. And Kai and I will also release a fully detailed road to mainnet blog post. We've sat down and we had a lot of planning to do, as not only for the tokenization platform, but also for the blockchain. And these informations will be shared. And for anyone that has not seen it yet, I encourage you to go to our documentation page, because there's a lot of information that might have just been lost that you can see there. And with that being said, we can go on to the next agenda point of today, which is the events that we will be covering in the next few months.
Perfect. Thank you, Lucas. I'm going to take it from here. So let's jump right into the events that we have planned for next year. Last year, we had many different events. I think I sat down and counted them. It was over 12, so we had more than one major event per month. We're traveling a lot, and we're seeing it right now because we have a huge interest and a very, very long list of people and companies that we're discussing with regarding tokenization. All those things take a lot of time. Imagine you have a company and you choose to tokenize your company shares, you choose to tokenize a machine or something like that. That's not something that you decide when you see someone at a conference and you say, hey, let's do it next Monday. It doesn't happen like that. Most of the times, if you look at the speed of major companies, things like this tend to take months at least. If they're very quick, sometimes even years. So we have been talking to many companies. We will be releasing and announcing new companies new projects that we're working with. But just so you get an understanding why we go to those things, we start discussing with people, and sometimes even whole new business models emerge, and things take time, unfortunately. That's the long story short. So we'll be sharing new things, but we are also continuing to go to events because we see that they're very successful. And the first one will be in January, the KIT Innovators Homecoming. This is our university, and they're inviting all the innovative people and companies back to Karlsruhe to gather them, have an event, have kind of a conference, and have people that are going to be speakers. People are going to have booths. There's going to be many different things. And we were the first instance of this event last year as well. It was really good. And now this year will be the second time. And I think the event will be getting bigger and bigger. So really looking forward to that. Then in March, we're going back to the South by Southwest, the SXSW in Texas in USA. And we will even be doing a short trip to Silicon Valley before that, because there's going to be an organized Silicon Valley visit. So this is going to be really interesting. And in April, we're going to visit the Token 2049 in Dubai. Neither of us, Kai, Lucas, and I, have been to Dubai yet. And we think that this conference is the perfect possibility to go there, expand our network, meet people that we have been working with for a long time and hadn't had a chance to see them. The Token 2049 is an event that we were at in Singapore last September, and it was really great. So we're looking forward to going there again this year, Dubai, maybe Singapore as well, but we haven't decided on that yet. Those three events are the ones that we have decided as of today that we'll be going there, but as we were at many events last year, we don't plan them on January for the whole year. We plan them ongoingly. We see what really makes sense, what doesn't, how do these events develop. So there will be many more, but those are the three ones that we're sure of as of today, but there will be more. So looking forward to those events. And with that, we can jump to the next point, which is our new advisor. And we have announced it already in the blog post and also with the last newsletter, but I would like to jump into it right now as well for this community update. And we're really happy to announce Alexander Reif as our new strategic advisor. And on the next slide, we're going to go a little into how Alexander Reif is helping us with the advisory position at ONINO. First, I think it would be interesting to explain to you how we met Alexander Reif. He studied at the KIT as well, but at a time where it wasn't named KIT. So he studied at the same university as Kai, Lucas, and I did, but way before us. And since he had the opportunity to get a lot of experience in the industry, and mainly in the banking and IT and finances industry. So really, he is a technology veteran, I think you can say. And he has been following blockchain right from the beginning. And he had experience in blockchain, IT infrastructure, banking technology. He has been CTO, CIO in financial services in multiple different banks worldwide. And on one hand, has amazing expertise and understanding of technology, and on the other hand, has a pretty substantial network, to say the least. He has an amazing network. And how he's contributing to ONINO is that he gives us strategic and technical guidance. He helps us with marketing positioning and insights, and also industry-specific introductions. And those are really high value. So it's not just like, I know someone at this bank. It's more of, I know the founder of this bank. And those are the things that are really, really interesting for us, not just getting a foot in the door, but really talking to the specific decision maker right from the start. And this is really what we're looking for and what we have found with Alexander Reif, kind of by coincidence, which is a great thing. We were just talking to someone at the university, and he was like, I know someone that is into banking and blockchain. You should talk to him. And we've been working with Alexander Reif for, I think, 1.5 years now. So he has been following us for a long time. And in the beginning, he was just very interested in ONINO and were very fascinated about what we were doing with the blockchain and the tokenization, and connecting the dots with what he had as an experience with his banking industry experience. He saw that there was something major that he wanted to play a role at. So in the future, he will continue to give us strategic support, key introductions and collaborations, and a project that we will be working together. More on this later. And yeah, so as I said, Alexander sees ONINO as a revolutionary platform for blockchain and asset tokenization. And with that, I think we can end this segment here. So we're really happy to have Alexander Reif with us on the team. And with that, as next point, we'll jump into marketing. This is something that we haven't done too much of in the past, because we prefer to focus on the product and the quality and the right partnerships, and really working only with the ones that we're convinced of. But now I think is the right time to start into marketing. And on the next slide, I'm going to show you how exactly we're going to start that. So we are currently, as of today, onboarding an external marketing team that will be working with us from now on. And they will be working with us for many different things. We have been contemplating in the past, how exactly do we want to work with marketing? Are we going to hire people inside ONINO? So are we going to have an in-house team? Are we going to have an external team? Maybe this is going to shift as well at some point. And we have decided for now that we will be starting with an external team. The reason being that it's been very hard to find the person that combines all the things we would like to have in 1 or 2 people. And we quickly found that we would have to work with someone or with many different people. And hiring, let's say, a marketing team of 7 people at once can be quite unproductive and inefficient. So we chose to go with an agency that really has those people on board and can support us with those key positions without having to hire them full-time at ONINO, because we simply as well wouldn't have enough things to do for a 7 to 8 people on-house marketing team. So we are going with an external marketing team, and we'll be announcing maybe soon who exactly we're working with. But we're really focusing on what we do at ONINO. And they're going to support us with the campaign and the strategic development. They are going to support us with community building and engagement, content creation, branding, influencer, partnership outreach, a very data-driven performance optimization, and events and webinars. So really taking care of the whole spectrum, especially for Web3. And this is really what we're looking forward to, because I think we have been doing many things greatly at ONINO. Marketing maybe wasn't one of those, but we're really looking forward to change that and to really get excellent at any point, like we strive to do at ONINO. So more details will be shared on this later, and we will also be sharing the new partnerships and other cooperations soon with this as well. All right, and now, as always, is question time. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the chat, wherever you're listening to, be it YouTube, be it Twitter or X or Telegram, and we will be doing our best to answer them in written form. So I would say feel free to put them down, we will be answering the questions. And with this, I would say thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for joining. Have a great start of 2025. We are convinced that this is going to be a huge year for ONINO, not only for ONINO, but I think ONINO is going to do some amazing things this year. So we're really pumped and really looking forward to that. And with that, thank you very much for joining, for listening, and see you next time.
Thank
Thank you all for
everyone.
joining. After you, Lucas.
Well, thank you everyone. And yeah, let's make this the biggest year yet for ONINO.
Thank you very much. Also, very much looking forward to 2025, and we hope so are you. And yeah, hear you the next time. Have a wonderful evening.